Hey, what's going on, you carnivorous, cantankerous Kendalls? Welcome to Grunt Speak.
Live from the lair, you bunch of cacksackets.
Always nice to be back for a Thought Thursday talking about Barbenheimer while Pop drinks his dark urine.
Yeah. Hey, my mother's getting stronger.
Good.
So
fantastic. You'll be able to actually spend some nights at home soon?
Yes. Well, we can hope.
Well, you've been couch surfing for about
2 months.
2 months now?
Yeah. And usually what I do now is I help her down the stairs, get her breakfast, put her on the couch, give her walker and, Gandalf walking stick, whichever one she wants to use.
Gandalf.
And I go about my day and I come back at night and either I walk her up the stairs or she's already there, make sure she takes her meds, bitch at her for not drinking enough water because that's what you're supposed to do.
Of course.
Yeah, because I'll drink it later. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Pour it down your suck hole right now. So hopefully,
pour it down your suck hole.
Yeah, but she's 77, and I'm a realist, so I know the fuse has been lit.
It is what it is. We have a couple of little quick things that we can get through tonight, and then we're going to welcome our guests. First thing that we have to do is raise a shot. Moment of silence. We got this email a few days ago. It says, "Hey, Pop, just got a call from my daughter-in-law in Alaska. My son, an Air Force veteran, just took his life this evening, pending divorce. You know the drill. A moment of silence for him, please. CW4, James Brosnahan."
God damn it.
Godspeed, brother.
Shit. If I could just get my videos in front of these guys, maybe I could stop them.
No kidding. It's freaking insane, man.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, you don't get any JAG support in the military for any civilian action whatsoever.
Yeah.
And 8 out of 10 JAG officers literally work for the command. They don't have nothing to do with the EMs. And if he's a CW3, he's probably looking at retiring. That's a decent retirement check.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was married more than 10 years, she gets half. Even though she didn't put on one rucksack, didn't get in the aircraft, nobody shot any bullets at her. But because she was married to a guy who was in the service for 10 years and 1 day, she's entitled to half of his pension.
Well, I'll tell you this. She might not have gotten any bullets shot at her, but I guarantee you, while that dude was overseas, she was taking plenty of shots to the face.
You're probably right.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
It is what it is, unfortunately.
And listen, this is so common. If you are in the service and you're married, I'm just going to be honest, there's like an 87% chance the minute you go wheels up, something else is coming down and going in multiple times.
Oh, I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Yeah, I tripped and fell on his penis 156 times in a 3-minute period. Get out of here.
Dave's over there coughing. I think he's remembering the taste. I know I'm an asshole. How you doing, Dave?
Savage!
So salty.
And we have another guest with us tonight. Not just Digital Dave. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Dear Sarge in the house. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going tonight?
Well, we're good. We wanted to bring you in because we need our weekly supply of gay euphemisms to skirt the algorithm on YouTube somehow. Like, you seem to be our good luck charm. Yeah, we could be as nasty as the day is long whenever Sarge is on, and YouTube just be like, approved for all audiences.
Well, he is good at shit talkery.
I'd rather be proficient at shit talkery than cocksuckery. So yes, I'll take that.
This is very correct. But it's not all bad news with the life that we lost. All right, I want to make sure everybody knows that. We also have another life saved. Number 541. This comes to us from a gentleman named Brandon. Hey, Pop and Blake, my name is Brandon, 27-year-old dude. This might be a long one. It's not. You guys saved my life countless times, but it all first started with the first attempt. The gun went click without anything happening. Some might say dumb luck, and it was after my first relationship, after 4 years down the turlet, found out after the fact she cheated on me with about 12 different guys.
God damn.
And yes, got myself checked out after hearing about that. And a few years later, find out she shacked up with her. Bing, 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 bing. Her cousin. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. But after hearing the click, I started looking up info on my 1911-45 to see what could have happened down the rabbit hole. I went on YouTube, and then I came across Rules of a Gunfight. It just came out, and I've been following you guys ever since. Finally gathered up enough courage to say thank you guys for everything and for keeping me alive. And again tonight, I'm not a military member. It's probably why I didn't feel like sharing. But after hearing about other people's stories, I just thought you guys could use another number on the board. Well, thank you for everything you do with your humorous tone. Keep it going. I love you guys. No homo. Whoa! That was good. That was a good deflection. Outstanding 541. Whoa!
Dude, we're starting off the year good here. It's the
Yeah.
first one of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, gentlemen, you have to assist us in breaking out of the shadow banning / algorithm bullshit that's going on with YouTube.
Oh, they don't shadow ban people.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a conspiracy theory. Pop.
Listen, if you have any of your buddies or family members going through a divorce, you need to send them some videos.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've made quite a few comedy lectures about divorce, pre-divorce mentality. There's a couple other ones. I don't remember the titles are not ringing true right now.
Crusader Nate in the chat. 12 guys. Sounds like pop sex on a Tuesday night. Allegedly. And then Sean's like, Nate, you're gonna get him sued. We don't even have to joke anymore. We'll just sit here and read the chat. I do have a joke, though. It was sent in by a guy who goes by, if you're on locals, you probably see Roy G. Bendigov. And he said, he wrote a whole big email, but he said, but in case any of this isn't funny, here's a joke. So
Here we
I have
go.
to put on my good Scottish accent for this one, because apparently it's about a Scottish lad.
Do you need some Scotch whiskey?
I may take you up on that. A tourist was visiting Scotland, was enjoying an adult beverage at one of their fine establishments, and wound up in a conversation with one of the locals. After a few healthy rounds of ale, the old Scot began to gesture. You see that path out there, lad? I built that path, stone by stone, blood and sweat. Took me 5 years to build it. Do they call me MacDougall the path builder? No. That pier out there, I built that pier with my bare hands, stone by stone, timber by timber. Took me 10 years to build it. You think they call me MacDougall the pier builder? No. This inn, this very inn that we're in, I built this inn with my bare hands, stone by stone, timber by timber. Blood, sweat, and tears went into it for 20 years of my life. But do they call me MacDougall the inn builder? No. But you fuck one goat. And that's the joke.
Sounds like an Iraqi.
You fuck one goat, they never let you.
No.
You're shitting one fucking Pringles can. They never let you live it down.
No. Those Apache pilots flying around Victory, they have those thermals.
Yeah.
When they zoom in on some of these guys in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting.
Pink mist. Pink mist is the only cure for goat and kid fucking. I was going to say.
I can argue with you.
Pink mist will cure your last headache.
You're not wrong.
I'm just saying. It's all good. So we've started with a life lost, a life saved, and a joke. Now it's time for the funniest joke of all.
All right, now, first of all, this whole Barbie thing.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that the movie made what
over $1 billion.
$1.12 billion.
The fuck?
I know.
And I think a lot of that is a lot of pent up excitement from 2 or 3 generations of ladies.
You want to talk about a built-in audience?
Now, that's what I'm saying is, all of there's like 3 generations, maybe 4 that have played with Barbie dolls, and there's when I gave Barbies to my children, it was like giving them a magic wand. They love those things. It was awesome.
I loved when your daughters made the videos with the G.I. Joe that was supposed to be you.
Yeah.
Driving by like an overturned Barbie Cadillac. Oh, somebody got evicted from their meat suit.
But yeah. It is what it is. But let's be honest. This whole Barbie movie that came out was nothing but feminist propaganda.
The funny thing is that I've actually seen it interpreted both ways because of the realization that Ken experiences when they cross over into real reality that's not Barbie land. It's a movie that makes people talk and it makes people think. At the end of the day, that's a good thing. Whether or not people are actually listening to the conversations that are being had because they've got their heads stuffed up their asses so far, they're tasting the back of their own throat. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Hollywood is falling apart because they've been pushing propaganda and we're sick of it. Mainstream media just laid off 25,000 people across, 15 different platforms in the United States.
Sports Illustrated's basically gonzo.
Sports Illustrated, it's gone. We knew that was going to happen as soon as they put the fat woman on the cover because, the fat woman sung there and it was done.
And then the troon. They put a troon on the cover.
The troons. But here's the thing. We are waking up the people in the middle to this insanity, and they're starting to move away from the left, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think if they make another Barbie movie, it will clear $1 billion. I could be wrong.
Maybe not.
But we'll see.
I mean, shit, even 50 Cent is coming out and calling out the government in California for basically forcing the population to provide votes, housing, you name it, and health insurance for illegal immigrants.
Yes.
Like, this is unsustainable. That the state's already on the verge of bankruptcy again.
Correct. And, people are fleeing Hollywood. They're fleeing California, and I can't blame them. But I just hope that these weirdos who are leaving these blue state hellholes don't import that insanity into the surrounding states.
Yeah.
Maybe they learned from their lesson. More than likely, they didn't, because those type of lessons usually require a boatload of pain, blood, sweat, and tears. So we'll see.
Or an average Thursday night on the gay cruise. Oh, come on, Sarge. I gift wrapped that for you.
Hold on. I'm just thinking about some of the Califaggots, right? So half these cocksuckers that come here understand they're actually Americans that got stuck behind enemy lines. They come over here to Arizona. They're happy to be free. You're allowed to piss standing up, but not shit on public sidewalks. They understand shit, right? The other half of these cocksuckers that come here keep voting for the same shit that ruined their last fucking state. And it gets fucking annoying sometimes. Libtards do not grasp cause and effect.
No,
if you vote for commie shit, you're going to go fucking bankrupt, morally and financially. And these cocksuckers don't fucking get it.
They don't. I've been laughing. Anybody I know who votes Democrat, I always ask them, I'm like, hey, you are the ones who've been telling us that this system is systemically corrupt. It's istophobic bigotry from top to bottom and every layer in between. And yet you keep voting to make it bigger. Can you please explain how the fuck voting to make this systemically istophobic system larger is going to help?
Cognitive dissonance. I think half of them got their own, because they're always projecting like phobia this, phobia that. I think they have a lot of their own aspects of that, and they try to project it by, let me just throw dollar bills like they're strippers or something. It's like, you gotta put some effort in.
You want to hear? I mean, we all know the only thing you have to do to get one of these people to air out what they really think is just show them a black dude who walked off the plantation.
Mm-hmm.
Show them a Candace Owens, show them a Kanye West, show them a Larry Elder, and they will show you who the racists really are in a heartbeat.
I'm equal. I can assure you, everybody dislike equally. We're all useless.
Yep. You are all equally worthless.
There you go.
Right, Dave.
We're all starting.
I had a dyslexorcist moment when you said that cognitive dissonance.
Dissonance.
I could have sworn you said cognitive citizen.
Cognitive citizen.
Well, it's funny.
I'm a cognitive citizen.
It's funny that they talk about, like, hey, all these, rights and rights and rights, but they're only going to section off certain ones that are applicable in this situation.
Yeah. When everything is a human right, you're entitled.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. If everything is a human right, then you don't have to work for anything, and you think you're entitled to everyone else's labor for free.
That's exactly.
That is entitlement, top down, bottom up, every shitty labor.
That's that Star Trek mentality.
Yeah.
You walk up to a computer and you're like, I would like Earl Grey tea, and it just materializes. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
No.
You want fucking tea. Somebody's got to go fucking plant it. Somebody's got to, monitor as it grows. Pick the fucking leaves, ship them, package them before they show up on the grocery store, and your drunk, stupid ass has to go there to buy it. That is how shit works.
And let's be honest, if we did have a Star Trek future, there's a lot of dudes out there who would just be on the holodeck, sucking and fucking everything that they want to holographically create 24/7, 365. It would be a platoon of Barclays on the holodeck all the time.
Yeah, you put a camera in there.
Star Trek,
interesting.
You guys remember the replicator where it could make any kind of fucking food? Now we've got this fucking Bill Gates lab-grown cancer cell horse shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like, holy fuck, man. The future is coming here faster than we fucking realize.
All over our face.
Correct. In fact, Sarge, I'm working on putting together a video where I talk about, I compare my plan to take over the world with what's actually happening. Because I'm not kidding. It's like for the past 20 years, ever since I got dinged in the head, I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, if I want to take over the world, I have to deal with the Pope.
Oh, no, seriously, Sarge, if you ever want to know just like the depths to which this goes, just take a road trip with this a-hole.
I've watched some of the videos where you guys are driving together and just talking about shit. And holy shit, like a prolonged road trip must be just fucking.
You should see the stuff we don't talk about on camera. We talk about off camera. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's got to be amazing.
We're driving through Pennsylvania, and Pop's like, if you parked a truck full of explosives right there, you could make this whole valley very, very difficult. I'm like, this is what?
It's called engineering.
Like, we just came out of a tunnel. He saw an open valley full of stuff. He's like, yeah, I could fuck this shit up.
Listen,
engineering.
All I think about is war. I mean, I compare everything. I've been around this guy for like 15 years. Everything is war. Everything.
Yeah, everything is war.
It is.
Sex is war.
It is.
It's war, yeah. You got to establish a beachhead and breach them.
Well, if it could be used to cause animosity, fear, control, death, or pain,
okay,
it could be used as a weapon. Thus, it's an instrument of war.
I get it.
I.e., Swalwell.
Yeah, you mean Eric swallows well?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about the honeypot of honeypots?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this woman was banging him for quite a few times. He was on the Intel committee. Okay. Now,
it's like the classic form to it's classic trap.
If that would have happened in
who else was
1945,
totally fucking surprised that guy got baited by a female fucking honeypot? I thought for sure that guy was an ass packer.
Are we sure she's female though? Because they can get away with a lot of shit over in that part of the world where she's from.
Yeah, but he's also like one of those dudes from like Revenge of the Nerds fraternity. Who's like, so he just probably thinks he can get away with it.
But during World War II, so you would have been hung for that.
Yeah.
They would stretch your fucking neck for that. And they didn't do shit to this motherfucker.
Because there was a violation. They did it.
How many fucking people in Congress or in the Oval Office as we speak have committed treason and will never be held to task for it?
Well, it seems
most of them.
Yes.
Somebody's trying to. It seems like
we'll see what happens.
I mean, how many times has Joe Biden committed treason just in the last 3 years?
But we have Texas about to go open revolt.
Yep.
And there's 27 other states that are lining up to join Texas.
Yeah.
That's over half the fucking country. And most of those are flyover states. So what is the West Coast and the East Coast going to do when they're denied travel through the mainland of America?
Yeah, America's breadbasket, where most of the food comes from. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Well, Thought Thursday may turn into Traditional Thursday. Some people's attitudes may change.
Well, we'll see what happens. Using history as an example, when enough of the population can't feed themselves, can't warm themselves, can't even find a job because of all of the crushing bullshit that we have.
Tale of Two Cities is
Listen,
on the menu.
man, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing, pardon me, but I do believe some of the people with these policies that they go in with the intents that they do, they're some of the most dangerous because they're not on the receiving end of the consequence of said policy.
Oh no, they're NIMBYists, not in my backyard voters. That they think, well, you know what, this sounds nice on paper. Yeah, the Patriot Act, that sounds great. The Affordable Care, that's wonderful. Yeah. Oh, we're just helping economic migrants. As long as you don't house them near me.
Meanwhile, it's coming from the illegal taxes with the erroneous violations to put in the acts, and it's kind of like got to be able to have a level of comedy, as Pop would say.
There's always comedy. And speaking of comedy, we kind of went off in the weeds, but I don't think there's anything funnier than actors trying to talk politics when we don't give a fuck you pretend for a living.
And politicians trying to talk acting.
Yeah, here we
get
go.
out of here.
Guess who weighed in on the Barbie snubs? Now, this movie, from what I understand, got 8 Oscar nominations.
Oh, my
What?
Lord.
So how the fuck is there a snub here just because Greta Gerwig, who doesn't have a shred of talent in her fucking body that isn't backed up by Noah Baumbach, who not only taught her how to direct because she was in like the first movie that he ever made, but he also co-wrote the script with her.
Mm-hmm.
No. And then Margot Robbie, she's fine, I guess. But it's like, oh, this is snub. It just shows that Hollywood is it. Oh, there's 5 other actresses nominated.
Uh-huh. Well, first of all,
but Hillary Clinton decided to weigh in on this fucking shit. Look at this. This Barbie is Hillary Clinton, and The Independent of all publications actually calling her out and calling it cringe.
Well,
this is hilarious.
Well, first of all, I think the entire country's attitude in regards to the Obamas, the Clintons, the Bushes is starting to
the evil ones. In other words,
starting to 180 on them.
Yeah,
especially we've had this flight logs and all these people going to the the kiddie Pumper Island.
People didn't vote for Hillary because they wanted to vote for Hillary. They voted for Hillary because she was the option that wasn't Trump, with the D after her name.
Yeah, you are correct.
Who may or may not have a D in her pants. I mean, like her and Big Mike could play swords for all I know. I don't give a shit. But here to go. Oscars nominations were announced Tuesday. Barbie, 1.1 billion euros grossed, it says here. Greta Gerwig had been snubbed just because those two didn't get nominations. Never one to let a good pop culture soundbite go unaired. Former Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton took to social media to concoct a personal analogy. Greta and Margot, while it can sting to win the box office but not take home the gold, your millions of fans love you. You're both so much more than Kenough. Hashtag Hillary Barbie.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Now, the thing is, because I'm me and I know movies, I remember back in the day, 1998 to be exact, after Titanic came out,
I hated
when women actually thought it was bullshit that Kate Winslet and Gloria Stewart were nominated for Best Actress and Supporting Actress for Titanic, but there were no nominations for DiCaprio.
Yeah, well,
so it can go both ways. And I'm sorry, Greta Gerwig, I don't care how good you look naked, because I've seen you naked many times, but you will never in your life be a better director than Christopher Nolan, so you can suck my fucking taint.
Oh, who was was it DiCaprio? He was
yeah.
First of all, I don't really like him. I mean, I guess he's okay as an actor.
I mean, he's got a good agent who picks really good projects.
Okay, it's just like
Revenant, Inception. I mean, he's in a lot of very good movies.
Just like I hated Tom Cruise as an actor up until I was about 40.
When he started doing his own stunts, and you're like, "Oh, okay, this motherfucker's crazy."
I can respect like Jackie Chan. I mean, he does his own fucking stunts. I will go watch that movie.
Yeah.
All right, just because of that. Now, once I found out old Cruise was doing that crazy stuff, I'm like, all right.
Now,
you got to respect it.
Oh, I do. I absolutely respect it. Now, here's the funny thing. Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie are nominated for Oscars, just not in the Best Director and Actress categories because they were both screenwriters and producers on said Barbie movie. So they both already have nominations.
So they wanted, let me just,
just not the categories that the feminists wanted.
So she wanted them nominated for jobs that they didn't fucking do.
Oh, they did the jobs. They just didn't do them as well as people like Emma Stone and Christopher Nolan who were nominated in those categories.
Okay. I see.
So what's a movie ticket go for these days? I haven't been to the fucking movie since 2019. I'm never planning on going again.
Like 13
because
minutes?
First of all, I don't want to fund Pedo Wood, and second, I don't want to sit next to some cocksucker wearing a bitch mask because I can't be around fucking crazy people.
Well, they don't
makes
make me do
fucking.
That anymore.
I've got anger management sometimes, and
I have the same problem. I have the same problem, bro.
Oh yeah, I don't watch the Oscars anymore because of that shit. Like I will only go see movies that I absolutely want to see, which is why.
So how much are they bending over for a ticket? Like if this piece of shit did 1.2 billion, what's that? 500 fucking people went to see it these days. How much are movie tickets? Like 50 fucking
go
bucks?
during the week when it's $5 if you're gonna.
On Tuesdays, it's $5 at most theaters.
Other than that, I won't do it. $15, $20, like $14.95 or something like that. It's like you're out of your mind.
Yeah, and then by the time you're done with the popcorn and everything else, it's if you take a significant other and a kid. It's $50. It's $50 every time you go to the movies.
Well, listen, that was like the thing I had with my daughters because I was out of the state. Was movies. I took them to see movies. I paid a fortune in tickets, in food and popcorn.
And then they didn't tell you that Into the Woods was a musical.
No,
you got assessed homo suspicion points.
They totally got me with that one.
I'm so sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not because it means I get to play this.
Oh God, no!
Oh yes.
Now, first of all,
you are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute.
Fuck yeah.
Man Code Morality.
Man Code Morality Statute.
I like it.
So, did anybody in the chat actually watch this fucking movie? I've seen clips. I know a lot about it. I pretty much know how the whole thing plays out. The opening sequence is what pisses me off because it's a homage to 2001: A Space Odyssey, but it's little girls destroying the toys that are emblematic of preparing them for motherhood. Gee, I wonder what they're trying to push.
So there any that's kind of
you got way too much headroom, Dave. Tilt your camera down.
It sounds like a feminist. What's that word?
Propaganda.
Yes. A little bit. Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Circle jerk.
The jerk of circles.
Hey, Texan Patriot wants to know what you're smoking there, Sarge.
It's a tobacco, a special, and it goes good with coffee or Guinness. I've got to drive 111 miles later, so I'm doing coffee tonight. But if I'm relaxing, I'd be popping some Guinness over here with you guys.
What's 111 miles away? Where are you going there?
Well, round trip. I've got to go out and do my commercial cleaning accounts after the show.
Okay.
I got you.
David
McFarland sent in a $50 donation. Thank you so much, good sir. He says, I watched that movie with my daughter. Thankfully, she hasn't been brainwashed by the matriarchy.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then My Truth says, is it just me or is Ken looking even handsomer? In reference to the deep fake that I did for our title card. You guys seem to love it when I put Pop and Hillary together in various situations, so I figured why not put them in Barbie?
You're a bastard.
Hey, that's why you hired me, man.
I know.
So I can do that shit.
Still, the wedding dress one, that was the most shocking one. And after that, it's not as bad.
Hey, that could be worse.
Now, have you guys ever put together a list of who you really wish had actually gotten vaxxed? Because there's no way fucking Hillary did, right? Any of these fucking big name politicians, but who you would like to see expire suddenly from their fucking Fauci sauce? Would that cunt be a number 1, or would she only be number 2 or number 3?
She'd be in the top 5.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
I'd like to see a Soros go, a Gates. But
basically the entire
Schwab's, the entire board of directors of BlackRock, Vanguard.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'd like to see Fauci die of monkeypox in the throat. It's so fucking big, it chokes him to death. You know,
only if he gets it in one way, in the throat.
Yeah,
throat fucking.
Fuck that
guy. He went ass to mouth.
Nobody really talks about like how people think about him in Africa and India.
Yeah, fucking Tony Nomi there, little sawed-off fucker.
India's thinking about death penalty for everybody who decided to push them from natural remedies over to the poke.
And they turned them away from ivermectin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And actually, we should see if that actually went down or not, because we talked about that a couple of years back.
Went down like your ex?
Well, no.
I mean, she hasn't lined up like a fucking circus seal.
Well, she might have monkeypox to the throat now. Who knows? You're gonna get me sued, man. Get me sued.
I mean, you know, you could go to a pep rally, or you could go to a pep rally. I know I'm an asshole.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm not gonna get you sued. That's why I don't use the full term,
title?
the full term, expatriated, withdrawn, indignant, fornicator, entertainer. I stay away from that. Because X could be anybody, right?
Yeah,
it could be any of the women that you put the hose to in the past, whether they made you lasagna or not.
Mostly not.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, that's another 5 pounds off your waistline. Allegedly.
Well, I'm still fluctuating between 190 and 200.
There you go. About a 179.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah, not too bad. I haven't seen the numbers start with 17 in like 10 years.
So you're light heavyweight.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Good for you guys, man. Keep that up.
I'm trying to get rid of the fucking cheeks, man. It runs on my mom's side of the family. They get guts and cheeks. And they just walk around.
Now, is that only when your mouth is full, though, Blake?
Because I was going to say,
what are you doing? Got the chipmunk cheeks going?
I got the chipmunk cheeks going because, you know, that they, you know, if you act like your mouth is full, they don't try to force anything in on the cruise. Not that I would know or anything. I'm just saying. I had to.
Oh my God.
Slay the dragon.
Dude, that's good shit right there.
Slay the dragon.
All
right. Man.
Are we going to cover any more?
Oh, yeah, we got some more stuff here. So we talked about the Barbie movie and the fact that Hillary Clinton needs to just keep her fucking mouth shut and go back to doing what she does best, which is lying and sex trafficking people
and having
people killed. Yeah, because everybody knows over 50 people who have committed self-deletion, right?
Yeah.
But cluster Bs can't not have attention.
That's very true. That's why she won't shut the fuck
Allegedly, up. I'm not saying just
allegedly.
Yeah,
but speaking of cluster Bs who desperately need attention,
here we go.
We had Barbie the movie. Now we have Barbie in real life. Model 26 spent 20,000 euros on plastic surgery to perfect her looks. Claims she's been single for 7 years because men are too frightened to approach her. What? Haven't we heard this before?
Well, if you ruin your body
and
you don't look healthy, men are going to instinctively avoid you.
Well, when you're essentially a conglomeration of plastic surgeons' work, we no longer see you as human because you're kind of not.
And it's the same thing if they develop bionic double elbow Tourette's and some kind of wrist face disconnect and they decide to get gravitationally challenged to the point where they're warping gravity. It's the same thing.
I just saw this over here in relation to our last one. It says Ryan Gosling refuses to forfeit his Oscar nomination for Barbie role despite slamming Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig being snubbed. Well, why the fuck should he have to?
Yeah.
I personally think it would be hilarious if that movie lost every one of its nominations, but he won.
That'd be amazing, and I might tune in to see.
I would laugh my fucking balls off just to see the autistic screeching. I would pop a whole bunch of popcorn and just open up X on my phone and be like,
dude, you'll have memes for a year.
Yeah, you would.
He really is Kenough. Oh, here we go. Instagram influencer, which is another way of saying somebody with no marketable life skills, has spent 20,000 euros perfecting her looks, has revealed that she longs to be in a serious relationship. But she can't find a boyfriend because men are too frightened to chat her up.
Well, there's that, and the fact that there's the Me Too, and she probably had a mountain of cock run through her.
But very true. Or it could be because she has so much fucking plastic inside of her skin, they're afraid she might melt in the sun.
Well,
so Celine Centino, 26, Zurich, Switzerland is where she's from. Stunning model. Says she has trouble finding a partner. It's because she's too beautiful. So this is what she looks like now. After all this work, she basically looks like she was assembled out of the Kylie Jenner starter kit.
Wow.
I'll be out with my friends and guys will be watching, looking at me like they want to eat me. But then when I give them a little smile and invite them over, they never come.
It's because they don't want to come where many, many men have come before.
Yeah.
In realistic and 2024, if you see too much plastic surgery, your first thought is maybe that used to be a guy and he sucked a lot of good dick to get the kind of money to get the convincing looking
ass to mouth. Yeah.
You know what younger men should be thinking about though when they see that? If they see that, if younger men out here are still crazy enough to want to wife up and all that, they need to be looking at that in the forms of what's that going to be on health insurance later on? Because
No
young.
kidding.
That's a lot of damage, and
and it has to be maintained surgically through her years.
That's going to cause a lot of other physical health issues, which will lead to more emotional issues.
I mean, you can
got a tattoo.
You could tell that she's had like the chin, like they've shaved her chin or her jawbone and stuff down.
I don't understand how there isn't any concept of dysphoria being.
Well, I mean, also she's got a boatload of tattoos. Tattoos starts with the T, so does temporary.
It's hilarious now how we talk about only the troons in terms of dysmorphia, but then you look at this, and it's impossible to not see the correlation. But
literally, when I was talking to you earlier about it, I sent it to you. Like the first thing that came to my mind was like, "Oh my God, that's expensive."
Very.
Yep. That's the first thing that came into my mind when I saw that. I'm like, yeah, it's very expensive.
Now, do you want to?
That's how you know you're getting older.
You want to see the real deal next to the surgical compilation?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You want to talk about the epitome of average and the epitome of
Oh.
Seriously, she looks like she has a baboon's ass where her mouth used to be.
Wow.
You kiss your mama with that baboon's ass?
That is some serious catfishing.
And you can see there's something going on beforehand. There is something obviously you can see in the face.
Well, I mean, it's right there on her chest.
Yep.
The left one obviously still has its cherry. And the one on the right, well, there's a whole bunch of studs in one particular arrangement because they all fit in the same hole.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, before she got the surgery, you could see a little chin coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second chin.
Yeah.
Second chin.
Yeah. She was probably dealing with the freshman 15.
Guys always say I have a strong aura. No, they don't. And that when I walk into a room, they can sense my presence even without seeing me. Now, this sounds like the kind of stuff that her friends who gaslight her say about men claiming that they talked to them up at the bar about,
oh yeah, he was asking about you. He said you have such a strong aura. He's so intimidated by you. Oh my God.
Or it could be a reflection from the light because she's so plastic and shiny.
Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah.
Okay. And the before picture, when you really look at it, this poor girl, maybe, was so ugly, it looks like it could have been a fucking guy, right? I mean, really look at that picture. That could have been a fucking guy.
Just an average chick.
Just an average chick, 4.5 to a 5. She's not ugly. She's not overly attractive. She just looks like a normal teenage chick.
Yep.
She kind of looks mannish a little to me.
Well, and then she went full anime.
Yeah.
I know, exactly. It's like this, she literally looks like she just pre-assembled this whole thing from the Kylie Jenner starter kit.
It looks like
she
AI.
looks just like
yeah.
Yeah.
You could step out. Yeah, you could step out of anime. Like the women in anime stepped out in real life. That would be her.
Yeah. And look at the photos. Like seriously, you spend 20,000 pounds to look like this, and then you still have to just cover the photo and filter upon filter upon filter.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really look like this.
Aren't there scars after plastic surgery? Somewhere she's got to have a bunch of scars on her body, right?
It all depends. Some of these plastic surgeons are really good at hiding the scars or entering from an area where there will
They do
those
stick the
scars
scalpel up
just
her
like
ass. How they
Yeah,
get that
maybe.
there?
I don't know how they do it. Oh.
I mean, she probably had
But look,
the.
I mean, they removed a rib.
Yeah, they tell she's.
What
I mean,
the
look at her
fuck?
fucking waistline in this first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's insane. She probably got the Brazilian butt lift, and we all know how
Oh my God.
the kind of track record those have for being medically safe.
Yes.
Shit. Oh man, you remember that one chick who had the boob implant that exploded and it was all like deflated?
Oh yeah. It's not like I've seen a woman with one tit before.
No, never.
No, that was shocking.
Shocker.
Yeah. Anyway, Sarge, the backstory on that is
Wow.
I was dating a woman who had one tit.
Oh,
That's
I
a
heard
cool
that
story.
story, and then you reacted badly when she.
I did not handle that well.
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like somebody dropped an uncooked steak on the floor when she dropped.
Well, first of all, I'm like, whenever I approach problems, I do it as a comedian, and I've been doing it since I was 17. So in my mind, as soon as that happened, I'm like, should I put her on the bed so I don't roll off because the one tit? I just don't know. And then I'm like, this cannot proceed.
Yeah. Yeah, but in your defense, you were much younger when this happened, right?
No, I was 39, 40-ish.
Oh, so it was about around the time that I met you.
Damn.
Yeah, it was right
That's
after.
cold, man. That's fucking cold.
Was that like the first chick that you dated after your
It was
divorce?
the first or second one.
First or second? Okay, so this is before the chick that you brought to the screening?
Yeah.
Who wound up with tapes on the internet that were not shot by Pop? Just so we're clear.
Okay, Pop, how about this? Next time you take a woman on a date before you're gonna bang her, take her someplace sit down. Don't just fucking jam a chili dog in her mouth so she's got time to tell you, hey, by the way, I had fucking breast cancer.
Chili dog, you never go ass to mouth.
The
Sarge.
backstory on is she was getting a breast augmentation. One of them got infected with MRSA. They literally scraped out everything.
Cancer.
Yeah, it wasn't cancer.
And they had her nipples sewn to the inside of her leg, right?
Yeah, that was shocking as well.
So because she wasn't happy with herself, now she's got all the more fucking reason to be unhappy. It's like when my father used to say, you want something to fucking cry about? I'll give you something to fucking cry about.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I did see her 18 months later, and I think it was corrected.
Oh my God.
So
I'm just reading
Did you
this
try again?
for here.
So did you do her then?
No.
Did you do it again?
No.
Why not?
No, you were already cut off because you didn't handle it well.
Did you try sucking on the nipple that was inside of her leg?
No. God, that is so fucked up.
You're like, well, I want to see if this works. Oh shit, it came off in my mouth.
Hey, if you get a real gymnastic-y one with big tits, you can kind of put the nipple near the pussy. Have the box lunch and have a little Slurpee there, whatever.
What the fuck?
Dude, what is that? You're dating women who have rolled up beagle ears for tits or what? I mean, Jesus.
Maybe. Hey, could you just imagine that though? Like you come into a room with a lady, like she's got the candles lit and everything like that, like condoms sitting out on the bedside table. All right, cool. And then you come up to her with a tin can lunch. Tuck the bib in.
Now,
what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. But Sarge told me it was a good idea.
That'd be some good comedy gold right there.
It's just nasty. I was cringing earlier at this because she said in this article, I was so unhappy with myself before. I felt so ugly, like I was trapped in my own body.
That sounds like the body dysmorphia.
Yep. I worked hard as a hairdresser and saved all the money I made on my first boob job. And now I've had 3 breast augmentations and get filler in my face every few months. My mom says I don't need it, but she just worries about operations. It's my body at the end of the day. Now go get your booster. I just added that part.
But listen.
After years of being bullied, I'm finally happy with myself and how I look, and I have lots of friends and a wonderful family, but I would love a boyfriend to share it with. Well, I'm sorry, but any dude who looks at this knows it comes with baggage.
Well, that and a steep price tag.
Yeah, it's just so
She would have been better off
expensive
working on herself as this, her actual self, and developing that thing. What's that called? When women can't just succeed based on their look, a personality
and responsibility.
Yes, there you
Or cooking.
That works too. Yeah.
Listen, you can put together food. There are men out there who
being nice.
Hey,
saying thank you once in a while.
If you can fill our stomach and empty our balls, we tend to be pretty agreeable people.
We're not overly complex.
No, we're not. I have no idea why the dating market is being destroyed and they're blaming it on men. It's the feminism.
That's where we're the most simple.
Yeah. Well, women control the dating market.
Yes.
Men control the marriage market.
Correct.
That's how it's always been. So if you don't like the dating market, look in the fucking mirror.
Correct.
True.
Or you can read this next article. Because honestly, I'm going to direct everybody who's pissed off about the Barbie Oscar nominations and everybody who thinks that this model is just wonderful. And this model herself, actually, she can find a new career in the state of the glory hole. This is an actual article that was written back in 2005.
Now, listen, I've been waiting years for karma to show up. And for me to hear about my ex being a glory hole attendant.
I'm sure it's already happened and you just don't know.
I don't know. I think that would be a fitting karma.
She's going to get monkeypox of the butthole.
That sounds bad.
This is bad, right?
Syphili of the anal eye.
Big thanks to the dude who sent this in. He sent it in as part of a bunch of stories, but the stories were pretty kind of like weird and disconnected. But this I just thought was comedy gold. And the reason why is because of this sentence right here. Author's note. This article is currently the 9th result in a search for glory hole. So this person's entire journalism career can now be chalked up to glory holes.
Wow.
So it's specifically a Chicago event blog, or at least it used to be. It no longer publishes this this site, Gaper's Block, which I'm sorry.
That sounds like a gay bar name.
Gaper's Block, yeah, like dudes who can fit all 4 fingers in on both sides and then pry that shit up. What's it called? Goatsy?
Or fisting.
Man.
These are things that I found out in college. Don't blame me.
What the fuck?
Don't Google that.
The first what kind of gay-ass liberal arts college did you go to?
The same one Pop went to, Oakland University.
The first time I heard about fisting, I was in the 9th Infantry Division, and 4 guys from my squad came back from Seattle like Saturday night. And the next day, we're sitting there at the chow hall, and this guy named Seabull, he was like the ringleader. He's like, yeah, we went out to this bar in Seattle, and we walk in, and there was like a couple stools that had these like big pegs on them. And he's like, what is this? And the bartender's like, that's for fisting. You never heard of fisting? And my buddy Ski-Bull's like, no, where's the exit?
Did Ski-Bull and his 3 other friends happen to smell like Crisco when they came back?
No, those guys they're all straight as they come. They just that was just a bad, wrong place, wrong time. But I laughed hysterically at that story. For
likely alibi. I'm just gonna say, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, Sarge. Now, pardon me while I walk away like a frog.
Well, I wasn't a sergeant when that happened. I was just a private first class. It was still pretty funny.
Oh, they found some first class privates in that fucking gay bar. I guarantee you.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't them.
Get the burning ring of fire in 2 different places.
Oh my God!
Oh God, are you guys ready for this?
You're gonna read it to us?
Comedy gold.
So wrong.
It's time for another look at this extremely anonymous art form.
What?
The glory hole BJ. It's an art form now.
What?
This is from 2005, right?
Yeah, I mean this is modern art. Apparently, no, I'm not getting a BJ from an anonymous person through a hole in the wall. It's modern art.
What if there's like a mouse trap behind there or something,
or a toothless goat?
Yeah, like,
you don't know.
Yeah, like,
or a dude who hates his dad and he's got a straight razor.
Like, right? Yeah, like I just anything. Just don't do that.
Turn your dick into a fucking hot dog bun.
Oh my God.
Hollow it out and turn you into Bruce Jenner. It's something that I, as a woman with no stick in a holeable genitalia, don't truly understand. But I can't help but be fascinated by the planning, construction of, and use of a glory hole.
Oh my God!
They're alive and well in Chicago. Let's all give a sigh of relief and shed a tear of happiness, for all is well with the world. I like this writer.
In Chicago.
And there is no sign of the blindfolded Brazilian cocksucker. I got to find out about that some other time. That could be right up there with the basket fuck.
That's got to be old.
Oh, and now there's ads. Discreet and anonymous BJ 38. Completely discreet, private, and anonymous BJ through Glory Hole. I'll buzz you in. Door to appointment will be open. You walk in, Glory Hole will be in front of you. Pull it out, insert, coom, and leave. No names, no BS. We won't even see each other. Reciprocation appreciated. 9 inches and cut here. Oh, God!
Oh, no.
Send email with stats or pic of Kiaka if you have one.
No.
Yeah.
So wrong.
No.
So wrong on so many levels.
Doesn't that just sound? That's just so vile.
This ad is
I
just
feel violated.
I know. And it says this ad is just one of many ads this poster has put up within the last few months. Each ad includes a photo of a plywood door with a round hole just below the middle. The plywood is shitty, full of knots, and the hole, it's not sealed or lined with some sort of washable liner. It's an unsanitary hole, just like your ex.
Get a splinter.
You're gonna get splinters in your taint, bro.
Wow.
An unsanitary hole is the title of my upcoming Glory Hole coffee table book.
What?
No, hang on. Do a search and see if that is there.
I'm sure it's
Glory
just a
hole
joke, but that
coffee
would
book.
be hilarious. There we go. Glory hole coffee, an unsanitary hole. Nope. It just refers back to this article.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping there'd be a book there.
I know. I would buy it. And then give it to my to like older folks at like rest homes. Like, here, put this over here on the coffee table.
Now,
And
if
over
somebody
there-
had gotten their dick sucked through a glory hole in Chicago in 2005, just think you could have been blown by a future 2-term U.S. president.
Well, listen,
Allegedly.
I had a platoon sergeant back in the day that purposely used to keep fucked up books on his desk because you come in there, you'd be like,
you pick it up like Arnold and Twins. I didn't know that magazines had these kind of pictures inside of them.
that guy was an asshole and he
I
was
did
crazy.
nothing. The pavement was his enemy.
That was funny.
Glory hole BJs for straight bi and married men. Male for male, 27. So this was on Craigslist. Anonymous glory hole BJs at Hilton O'Hare Airport Hotel. Door open, you walk in and unzip, slide it in the glory hole. I take care of you and you leave. I'm 27, bi guy, handsome, clean cut, professional. Prefer 19 to 40 in shape guys. How could you tell?
Yeah, you can't tell.
Pics are welcome. Reply with stats. Let's do it. Disease free and HIV negative. Looking for the same. Oh, I'm sure that they all, but yeah, none of them had the herpes syphilitis.
Well, I'm sure he could tell their age by this, the length of their scrotum.
Oh God, glory hole as fuck. Ah!
Oh,
Walk in, drop trowel, stick it through, F my ass, dump and leave. Oh God.
Oh my God.
That's how you get monkey.
That's how you catch Vada.
That is how you get the Vada in a big way.
Wow.
I am HIV positive. You can get Vada that way.
Wow.
Don't get your cock chopped off in a glory hole. I heard about a guy putting his cock in a glory hole, and the other guy had a razor blade. Long story short, it looked like an open-faced hot dog bun when that freak mutilated his penis.
Oh
Be
my
careful.
God!
Whoa! Alas, a new glory hole villain reared his ugly head.
So, how can you laugh? Just it's painful to even think about.
That is just
horrendous.
savage.
And then, of course,
Horrible.
there's UIC Stevenson Hall Tuesday. I'm guessing University of Illinois Chicago. 22 years old. Summer school starts for UIC tomorrow, Tuesday, and that means Stevenson Hall will be open. The spring was hot in the bathroom. I sucked over 10 kiakas. Let's make this bathroom hopping again this summer. I usually found it busy from 2 to 6-ish. I hope the bathroom can be as busy in the spring.
Oh.
God damn. That just That's just fucked up.
Oh yeah, so goes
Can't be
he's
real.
bringing up like the bug chasers and the gift givers. I'm sure you've heard about this stuff, right?
I don't need to see that.
Oh, the people who like literally go around on Reddit talking about how they search out people who are HIV positive, hoping to get the gift.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You haven't
big
heard about
It's
this?
the thing.
No.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sarge, I'll send you some Mr. Medicare videos. You'll
What
That's
the fuck?
that's Darwin in full effect right there.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you will question. If you haven't seen these videos, guys, email me, redonkulasblake@gmail.com. I will send you these things. You will question your reality.
There's a lot of. I had a just with schooling and work I used to do. I had a course on. It was a 6-week long course, and for twice a week. For about 4 hours, I sat in on sex crimes. And, there's
I bet that was gnarly.
it was just,
Hmm.
All BS aside, it takes a special type of person to do that type of work, man.
I bet.
Man, just
Law and Order SVU.
there's a lot of weird shit.
I'm so glad I'm not a cop because I would have, if I came across some real bad shit, I would just shoot people.
Jimmy Bones in the chat says, "Well, that's it. I'm breaking out the whiskey. Thanks, Blake. You asshole." Hey, I aim to please, man. What can I say?
Oh no.
And speaking of which, just because I know people are going to ask for this later on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you know how it goes.
Oh.
I'm just trying to head out some of the super chats at the past.
Damn it, that's terrible. Look at that gun.
Oh.
God damn, that's just savage.
I know.
Wow.
Horrendous.
Mm.
Ugh. Hey, you know what? As long as you're already wanting to throw up what's in your stomach, I might as well just throw Hillbilly Hillary.
Oh, please stop it.
I,
That's probably the worst one I've seen.
Dirty Rotten Hikers is like, see, that's better.
how could a guy watch that and not be limp for a fucking week? And
I
if
know,
a guy
right?
isn't limp for a week, that's a sick fuck.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because,
Yep, after these streams, I always just go home and whack my wife with a wet noodle.
Yeah.
Right across the face.
dude, that's so fucked up.
What?
You guys are fucked up, man.
It could be worse. It could be half hard.
Oh, my Lord. All right.
Limp forever. Oh, man, we love you guys. Never change. All 624 of you still watching over on YouTube. Only 267 likes, though. You got to get those up.
Come on now.
835 and climbing, watching over on Rumble. Good to see everybody over there. We got 44 on Odyssey. MGTOW's rocking 56. D-Live has 11, and Twitch is rocking 11, also tied.
All right.
Outstanding. And, of course, because this is a Thought Thursday, we have some fucked up but funny videos waiting for you guys on New Tech. I have 21 of them tonight, all from
Ooh.
Murdoch, Digital Do, and Cement Butter Hauler. There's some hilarious shit waiting for you on New Tech.
All right.
Trust me. One of them, I was like gagging. I was laughing so freaking hard.
All right. It's not gross, is it?
No, it's not. It's not gross, but it's one of those things where you start laughing so hard that you cough.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. Damn funny. It'll have to be added to the favorites for sure.
All right, all right.
All right, we got Hodaka from Canada. Pop, 63-year-old Canada-based, sorry, I'm going to read it again. Pop, I'm a 63-year-old based Canadian. Okay, so not Canada-based, but a based Canadian. Been watching you for about 10 years. Love your humor, and it's his first time ever
10 years.
chatting. Hell yeah.
Well, he must have been watching from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, when did our first videos go up?
2013.
2013.
So just over 10 years ago.
Because I remember I was trying to sell you on the deal.
Well, we wanted to
half of 2012.
Well, you wanted to have a few built up in the canon before we started actually putting them out so that we could put them out week after week. So we had about, I think, 6 actually shot and edited before you said, okay, let's start putting these out.
And you didn't actually believe in the project until I did the horse chick video.
Well, I didn't know what to say. And at that point in time, you were still kind of building your on-camera persona
Yeah.
and getting comfortable because you were not comfortable in the beginning.
No, I was not.
you were addressing the camera like you would address, a room full of grunts, and I'm like, this isn't a room full of grunts. It's a camera, and I'm a dork. So you need to explain this to me? Everybody understands. Dylan says, a whore and aura. Hora. I could sense her hora from a mile away thanks to my Section 9 training. You mean Section 8 training? Just asking. Dung is fun. Technically, I'm a man, but I identify as a pervert.
He said Section 9, right?
Section 9, yeah.
Yeah, he read the book.
He read the book?
What my book has
Your book?
Yeah. No. The Jericho Files.
Oh, okay.
The guy got a lot of his training to be a psychic spy, Section 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Section 9, not 69.
No.
Just Section 9.
Just Section 9.
Okay. So your ex went to Section 69. Or did she specialize in Section 71?
Well, now I'd have to say it's 71.
71, yeah. 69 with two fingers up your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What?
I mean, that's got to be blown out, and you got to put some extra friction in there to get the job done. Who knows?
Extra friction to get the job done.
Listen,
so what, you want to she's already dried out and cobwebbed, and you want to put sandpaper in there?
Listen, the dildo of consequences rarely arrives lubed.
Oh, I know, especially for diabetics, but I'm just saying.
All right, let's
Make
move
me
along.
grab my junk here, bro.
You're going to get me sued, man.
You're going to get me sued, bro. All right. Actually, that's all of the YouTube chats.
Wow. Okay.
So I think, you know what? I'm just going to leave it with one last video here. It's a brand new Billy Von Baum deep fake. And then we're going to take a break, go empty our squirrel bladders, and jump on over to New Tech where we can watch the fucked up but funny videos. You guys are going to love this. Please make the jump. Jimmy Bones is going to be pasting those links in the YouTube chat. It's worth the trip. And then we're going to be reading all the rest of your super chats over on New Tech. But in the meantime, you're going to hate me for this, but it's still funny. Thank you, Billy. Oh, it's pool time, Pelosi. Oh, God.
God damn.
Fuck. Oh, no, she's coming towards the camera. No. Oh, it's folding over. She's got a fupa.
Oh, my Lord. Man. She's got beginner back tits.
I know. Blunt, fat, loose, useless nuptial taint.
Blunt.
Jackhammer says, what the fuck is wrong with you, Blake? I didn't make this. This is Billy all the way. Billy, are you in the chat? I have to take the blame for your shit. You asshole. Never change. All right. One last but just to clear the air. And we'll take a breath. All right, dudes. Take a look at those links. Jimmy's already posted them in the chat. Follow us on over to New Tech. We're going to enjoy some funny videos. And in the meantime, enjoy the Jeffrey Paul tunes and get ready for a fun time. Yeah!